It's your boy Ad, back with it. It's important to understand and keep in mind that we impact other people's lives every single day. Every day. In the most minuscule ways, in the fucking largest ways, you feel me? It could be something as catastrophic as you cut someone off in traffic and they crash and they fucking lose their limbs and shit. You might as well ruin their life and you ain't know them. You know what I'm saying? Or you just enter their life for a split second and you impacted them in such a huge way. Or in just the smallest way, somebody could be at one of their lowest points and you just be nice to them. You just act like a fucking human being towards them, and that changes their whole fucking mood. You might have just lifted. You could just be a fucking human being to somebody, and it lifts them out of a depression. You know, for anybody who's been like severely depressed before, you know the fucking value of that shit. Like that could really change someone's life off the smallest shit, and it don't cost you anything. You feel me? I remember I took my little brother to Dave & Buster's, you feel me? And you know, when we was done playing the games or whatever, he wanted to get food, so I brought him to the, you know, Dave & Buster's got a little kitchen or whatever. So our waitress, you know, she came up, she takes her order, and then I noticed when she would come up, she would have like a big old smile on her face, but when she would go back, you know, when we didn't, after taking our order and after like bringing us food, you know, they come back every few minutes. When she would go back to her little spot, she would sit down on her phone looking like defeated and like sad, bro, and like irritated. And like she would just sit in a corner by herself, and I picked that up. And then so before we was about to pay the bill or whatever, or like after she bought our food, I just got into a conversation where I was like, damn, you mad cute. Where you from? And then, you know, cause I could tell like exotic, bro. Like, bro, it was crazy. It was crazy. Like, she looked like a mixed Dominican, Puerto Rican with freckles. Bro, it was crazy. But, you know, we was like talking. I forgot. I think she said she was Puerto Rican. And then, we had like, we were just talking like just regular fucking people, and I noticed her mood immediately changed. Like she was already nice to us because we was like customers, but when she went back to her little spot, she was immediately like more friendly. She laughing with her coworkers. She's not sitting down in the corner anymore. Her mood was immediately lifted, and all it took was me being just a little fucking nice, and that didn't cost me shit. It didn't cost me anything. You feel me? Like. And it was just so crazy. I just thought to myself, like, wow, I might have just changed her whole shift just based off that. Like, the rest of her shift, she could have been there, like, just sitting there, like, irritated for the rest of her shift. I might have just changed her whole shift just off having a simple, friendly conversation. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's an example. I think about, like, past relationships. You feel me? I don't speak to any of my exes. As far as serious relationships go, they all dead to me, but I can't deny the impact that they had on my life. You feel me? I wouldn't be the person that I am today if it wasn't for dating them, if it wasn't for falling in love with them, if it wasn't for that, and falling out of love with them. You feel me? If everything that I went through with them, it was so important and it was so impactful for me in the future, and I'm sure it was vice versa for them. You know, because loving somebody is a very, very powerful and very intimate thing, and that shit will change people, bro. Like, why you think niggas can never love the same after they first love, bro? You know, that like ever. That shit changes you for your life. For the most part. Now, that's not to say they can't love again, but hey, niggas know, bro. Y'all niggas know. After your first love, bro, you don't love the same, bro, at all, because now you understand, like, wow, that shit could really end. Like that shit can really end, bro. And you know, it's just coming to terms with, you know, reality. Like, life is not a fucking Disney movie, my nigga. Like, you're not gonna meet your fucking Prince Charming and Disney princess at 16, nigga, and live happily ever after. And so, You know, shit like that is just important, bro. It's just important to understand that the smallest interactions can like really alter people, and like it's important to understand that the deepest connections you build with people can really change them for the rest of their life. I remember best friends I've had that literally saved me, bro. Like I grew up suicidal. Yeah, I grew up suicidal for all of my life, actually. I've dealt with suicidal ideation for all of my life, and I remember building such deep connections with people who also felt the same way and also just understood me, and that shit really impacted me on a deep level, and as it did for them. So it's just important to understand that, you know, as humans, we need to connect with each other, and you need to understand that your connections with people can really not only alter their life, but like I said, like how you don't love the same after your first love. Some niggas are just just mad for their whole lives, and then they make it their mission to just like, you know what I mean, just ruin as many girls as they can. But look, based off that one experience with that one person, now that impacted other girls' lives after her. You feel me? So, and same thing with the girls. You know, I'm sure after a certain nigga fucking destroys you, now other niggas after that, you know what I'm saying, they're not gonna get the same version of you. I've heard plenty of girls say this shit like, oh, I'll never give my all to a nigga again. You feel me? Even though, I mean, you should if you really love them, but just based off one experience, based off one powerful experience. So just keep that shit in mind. When you impact someone, you're also impacting the people that they impact, and that just spreads like to the entire world. You know what I'm saying? Like the way that you act towards people is the way that you act towards the world. So just keep that shit in mind.